So let's start, feet hip distance apart. And big inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands to your sides. Inhale. And exhale. See if you can breathe through your nose for most of the class. Inhale. When you start breathing hard, it'll be tempting to breathe through your mouth. Exhale. But what I like about these workouts generally is that we can stay nose breathing, exhale, and keep that balance between sympathetic, one more, and parasympathetic nervous system. Exhale, hands to your sides. Okay, and now bowing forward, inhale. Exhale to bow. So one of the goals of this class is to kind of not go into that fight or flight mode. Look up, and then exhale round. Inhale, come all the way up. So it's like, can we have a little exercise stress without all the adrenaline? Inhale, of course we want some adrenaline. Exhale to bow, but keeping it in balance so that overall in the end we're not depleted, we're more restored. Look up, exhale round. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch up, and exhale. And then one more time, big inhale. Exhale to bow. Inhale and extend your spine. Exhale, rounding. And inhale, come all the way up to stand. And exhale, hands to your sides. Okay, we're going to start with a crescent, feet together, arms come up. Bend your elbows, hold on to your left wrist. So my hands are just floating above my head. And then leaning over to the right and back up. So we're just going to go back and forth like that. And you can inhale into it and exhale back out. Inhale over. So I'm bumping my hip out as I go up and over. Just opening up that side body. Nice, slow awakening for the sides of the ribs. One more time. And back to center. Switch your grip. Hold on your right wrist with your left hand and bump over. So again, we're looking to use this practice as restoring, right? And not depleting. You know, there is a time and a place to really deplete yourself with exercise. It's not often, and it's definitely not daily. Like mostly we would like our workout routines to be invigorating, to renew us, to add to our immune system and our recovery. Good. Exhale, hands to your sides. Okay. Then feet outer hip distance apart. And we're going to do a slightly different twist. Take your arms up shoulder height, palms face down to start. My knees are a little bit bent. And I'm just going to start twisting the torso. So it's a little more controlled than that kidney whap that we do. And what I'm really trying to do is feel the axis of my spine and my shoulder blades. My shoulder blades are hugging onto the back. Now turn your palms face up. 1, 2, and palms face down. 1, 2, and palms face up. Ribs are smoothing back. Right, so try not to jump, and then palms face down. 1, 2, palms face up. 1, 2, keep going. Palms face down, and one more. My hips are holding pretty still, and then back to center. Okay, right from there, bend your elbows, palms face forward. Hug your elbows in, elbows toward the front plane, and then straighten the elbows a little bit and bend. So it's just a little upper back warm up, getting ready to do some more arm work later. Shoulders are on your back, my rib cage is back. I'm just doing this nice easy W, shoulder blades on the back, and they stay on the back. The shoulder blades stay on the back as I lift my arms. They stay on the back, I'm hugging them in, and enough, okay? Bring your feet back to hip distance. Arms are out in front of you, just about shoulder distance apart, palms face each other, and we're just going up to head height. Okay, so I've got my abdominals engaged, I'm just pivoting around the shoulder joint, and just to the face, no higher. So I'm going to keep my elbows totally straight. All of these warm-up exercises are just a way to get your breath slowly going, your heart rate slowly going, all of that circulation starting to work for you. And then we'll go straight out from the shoulders. So now I'm bending my elbows, open to the sides, shoulder blades staying on the back, top of the shoulders down, just training myself to use my core muscles so that my arms can do whatever they need to do, whatever work, which today is going to be clearing large trees off of my driveway so we can get out of here to go feed the school chickens later today. But going straight up from the arms and then straight overhead. So again, palms facing each other, top of the shoulders down. Go pretty quick. In fact, see how fast you can do it. Yeah. So making a pretty fast movement but holding everything else still. This is a great warm-up for the shoulders if you're going to do bigger weightlifting, for example, or bigger arm movements that can put some strain on the rotator cuff. This is a really good warm-up, and it's also a good check to make sure your shoulders really are healthy enough to do that kind of heavy lifting. Okay, and enough. Bring the arms down. All right, and for the legs, so we did the front to back kick last time. Now we'll do side to side. So standing on your left leg, shift your weight, do whatever you want with your arms for balance. And we're just going to do out to the side and tap, out and tap. So just like that. I'm trying not to touch down in between. Just go 5, 4, holding your balance, 3, 2, and 1. And then shift legs, switch, standing. So this is like, sometimes we use a magic circle when we're in the studio. We don't have that at home. So we're doing this instead, standing on that leg, and we go just nice and easy. Start with less of a range of motion. You can do whatever you want with your arms for balance again. And then we'll go 5, 4, 3, try not to touch down, 2, and 1, okay? And coming to the front of your mat, cross one foot in front of the other, one arm on top, draw the abdominals in and up, lift up through the crown of your head, lower yourself with control, all the way down to sit, balance, heels together, stretching the arms out, roll back onto your low back, legs long. We're going right into the 100. If you want to make it more advanced, the legs go lower to a low hover above the floor. Go inhale, pump the arms from the shoulders, and exhale. Watch your abdominal muscles. The point of this is that the abdominals stay flat. They're not puffing out every time you pump your arms. So it's a vigorous pumping through the arms. Go up, up, up. So watch out, Seamus. Go up, up, up. So watch out. You're going to get bonked. Yes. And keep breathing. So it's an inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Engage the butt muscles too. Draw your abdominals in and up. We're going to do 2 more full breaths. Go inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 4, 5. And exhale, exhale, exhale. Lower your legs. Take your arms overhead. Okay, legs together. Arms come up, head comes up. We're doing a roll up. Scoop the abdominals in and up. And exhale, round over. It's a great way to warm up your spine. Shoulder blades back and down. Roll it down, down, down. Exhale. Inhale, arms come up, head comes up. Exhale, over. Inhale, shoulders back and down. Exhale, exhale. 2 more. Arms up, tuck those front ribs in. Pull your waistline back. Lift out of your hips as you round forward. Now keep lifting and lengthening. Exhale, back. And last one, arms up, shoulder blades stay integrated as best you can. Use those side waist muscles. Inhale, use those side waist muscles, lengthen, 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 and exhale all the way down. Okay, take your arms by your sides, long, legs up toward the ceiling. Drop your back down into the floor, so feel the whole spine resting into the earth. And then, keeping your legs there, drop the thigh bones into the back of the pelvis. Right leg stays where it is. Left leg just comes to about 45 degrees and back. Let's in fact take the hands to the low stomach and then lower the left leg and back so you can feel your low abdominal muscles working. Left leg, so we're staying with that left leg, tapping it to about 45 degrees and back up and keeping those abdominals nice and still. My back body is still grounded, the back of my pelvis is still grounded, and now switching. So right leg, left leg holds still, Just taking that right leg nice and slow, back and forth from vertical to 45 degrees. Feel it hinging in the hip joint. Everything else is steady. Keeping those front ribs knitting down toward the pelvis. Low back is down. There's very little, if any, neck tension or shoulder tension. Really try to use my abdominal muscles. And we'll do one more. Just bring that leg down to 45 and back up. Okay, bending both knees in. Take your right foot, hold on to the sole of your foot, turn your knee up inside, place your left foot on the mat. Okay, so I've got my right knee bent, holding onto my foot, my knee is off to the side of my rib cage. It's like happy baby pose in yoga. Okay, so now I'm going to push that foot gently into my hands, stretch your left leg long. It may come on the mat, it may not, but just reaching it long. So we have this inner thigh stretch here. Really, if you think about it, we're in an upside down lunge. Right, so this will help our lunges coming up with that flexibility of the inner thigh. Maybe for you it's the outer hip. Okay, and then this also helps clear our nostrils so that we can breathe through our nose more when we're working out. Okay, and then place that right foot, let's just stretch it out for a moment, let that hip open up, and then bend both knees again, hold on to your left. It's easier to bend both knees to get your foot. And then clear the rib cage, left knee off to the left, holding onto the sole of your foot. I've got both hands on my foot. That's not always possible flexibility-wise, so whatever you can get, whatever hand you can get there. Place your right foot down on the mat. Okay, my left shin, I'm attempting to make it vertical. So I'm attempting to have the sole of my foot face the ceiling, and then stretching the right leg long. I'll add a little leverage to my stretch. You may not need that leverage. You may have had plenty of a stretch with the knee bent, so that's up to you. We're just working on opening that inner thigh. And again, notice how you're in an upside down lunge here. Push your foot gently into your hands, but don't let your leg move. It's just an isometric pressing. Take a breath. Feel that left nostril maybe start to clear up. And then release. And bring that left leg all the way down. Okay? Now, we're going to do, instead of full leg circles, we're going to do knee circles. So keep your left knee down, hips are level, hands still on your low stomach. Take your right knee up. Keep your knee bent, circle the knee around to the right, and look, I can do a wider range of motion through the hip with my knee bent, and still keep the left side of the pelvis down. So circling out to the right, circling out to the right. It's kind of like if we were on our hands and knees doing knee circles, but now we're on our back doing knee circles. Keep your low back down one more time out to that side. Then reverse your circles. Cross over and circle. So you're still trying to keep the pelvis still. You're still trying to keep your low back on the mat. Just nice steady circles through that hip. Left leg is, if possible, totally flat on the mat. If it's not possible, then again, just bend your left knee and put your foot on the mat. And one more to the left and back to center. And place that right leg down. Okay, so that one's a little bit more about hip mobility. And you can do a bigger range of motion, like I said, when you bend. Draw your left knee into your chest. Right leg is straight, right toes point up to the sky. Hands are on your low stomach just to help you feel what's going on, that you're not arching your back or letting your stomach pop out. Let's start by taking the knee off to the left. So nice full range of motion, but still trying to keep that right hip down. Okay? And my heel is staying pretty close to my hip. I'm not doing anything with the lower half of my leg. It's just following along. Nice big range of motion. Trying to open that left knee out to the left, but keeping the right hip down, keeping the abdominals engaged the whole time. So my right low back is not coming off the mat. And then reverse directions, out to your left, circling around one. And I'm coming across the body with the knee as best I can, but I'm still keeping that left hip down. And we'll do two more. So my pelvis is holding still. And then that left leg comes down. Okay, arms come up, curl your head and chest up, roll up to sit, balance. Hold on to your right knee, stretch your left leg long. Roll back onto your low back, and you're ready for single leg stretch. Switch legs, and we'll go pretty quick. So it goes inhale, inhale, and exhale, exhale. Switching legs. My outside hand touches my ankle. The inside hand is on the knee. Otherwise, I'm just holding on however I can. Doesn't matter too much. The point of the hand grip is to keep your knees passing through center, not crossing the midline. Okay, so that's what we care about really, not so much where your hands are. And reach the legs. Reach and breathe. Inhale, inhale, and exhale, exhale. Rest. Okay, hold on to your shins. Curl your head and chest up. So we're picking up the pace on this. Inhale, stretch your arms and legs out. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug it in. Now my back is not moving on the mat. Exhale. My low abdominals are pulling in and up. And exhale. So I reach my legs away, but I pull my abdominals in up away from the legs. Inhale, which means my back is on the mat. Exhale. Pull in and up from the pelvic floor. Exhale. And last one. Inhale, reach. And exhale, hug it in. Okay, scissors. Hold on to the back of your legs. Curl your head and chest up. Legs toward the ceiling. Hold as high up as you can. If you can get your ankles, go for it. Then let the other leg go. So I'm holding on to my right ankle, left leg down. And switch. Left ankle, right leg down. And switch. Get a good stretch through your hamstrings. So reach up there if you can. And curl your head and chest up there too. So I'm trying to get my head and chest up onto my thighs. That's how much I'm trying to curl it, but not through the shoulders. The shoulders are nice and easy. And reach, and reach. Keep going. Go inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. One more time. Go inhale, inhale, and exhale, exhale. Draw your knees and rest. Okay, now double leg lift. Hold on to your shins, curl your head and chest up. Re-sink the abdominals back as flat. One hand behind the other at the base of the skull. Legs up toward the ceiling, heels together. Lower, 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 and lift. Notice how my low back does not come off the mat. Lower, lower, lower. Reach through the legs and back up. Now as I lower my legs, as I reach my legs long, I'm pulling my abdominals in and up. So my low back is not lifting, my rib cage is not lifting. The low ribs are staying down. Reach, 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 and back up. We're going to do two more. So reach long through the legs, pull those abdominals in and up. Don't let your ribs lift, okay? So if your ribs are lifting, you're taking your legs too low for you. And enough, bend your knees. So you have to kind of watch yourself there, right? Because it's your back, and you need to back up your back muscles with your abdominal muscles. It's not wrong to use the back muscles, it's just they tend to be quite dominant, and then that would cause problems when we're fatigued and all we have are our back muscles to rely on. Okay, so crisscross, building up the abdominals, hold on to your shins, curl your head and chest up, sink into that back body, one hand behind the other at the base of the skull, left leg long, cross to your right, and switch. See if you can feel that little pinch in the side of the waist. Keep going, cross, and cross. And each time I go up, I'm trying to get my armpit to my knee, or my armpit to my thigh. Very optimistic. Someday I will get that chest up to my thigh. I'm curling it up, and I'm curling it up, not by pulling on my head, but by curling up from the abdominal muscles, by pinching the side of that waist. Pinch the side of your waist, and reach the opposite leg long. And reach, and we go 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1, 1, and rest. Okay, so that was our whole abdominal series. Wake us right up. Rock yourself up to sit. Come on to hands and knees. Okay? So, we won't do the knee circles today, but we'll do the bird dog. Start by lifting your low back up toward the ceiling, arching the back, or I should say rounding it toward the sky. Take your right leg back, toes are down, left arm up. Now lift your right leg, keeping your knees squared off to the ground. Toes are squared off. Look back, check that your toes are pointing straight down. Inhale, look up, and then exhale, hug in, knee, nose, elbow, all together. And inhale, reach long. Exhale, hug it in. My supporting arm is straight and strong. Elbow is not bent. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, reach. And exhale,
One more time, reach long. Exhale, hug in. Place that hand and knee down.
Okay, so start by rounding your back toward the ceiling. Left leg sneaks back, toes are down on the floor to start. Right arm up. Scoop your abdominals, then lift your leg. So again, that's just a way to back up your low back muscles with your leg muscles this time, and your abdominals. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hug it in, elbow, knee, nose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug in. Inhale. And exhale, try to get everything to touch. Inhale, try to draw that knee way far forward. Hug it up to your chest. Inhale. And exhale, do one more after this. Inhale, reach. And exhale, hug it in. Place your hand and knee down. Okay. Left arm up, right leg back. Inhale. Exhale, hug it in, elbow, knee, nose. Inhale, lengthen. Left hand down, right foot steps forward. Right foot steps back, lengthen out, left arm out, elbow, knee, nose, hug it in. Stretch long, left hand down, right foot steps forward. Right foot steps back, lengthen, elbow, knee, nose, bring it all in. Lengthen, hand down, right foot forward this time. Step your left foot behind the right. Cross, we're doing our cross balance lunge. Hover, hands down, step it back, right foot goes back, elbow, lifting arm and leg, then elbow, knee, nose, lengthen, left hand down, right foot steps forward, cross left foot behind, hover. Touch down, left foot back, right leg reaches back, left arm up, elbow, knee, nose, hug it all in, reach it long. Hand down, right foot steps forward, left foot back, low lunge. Hands down, step back. One more time, reach it back. Elbow, knee, nose, hug it all in. Reach back, hand down, right foot forward, cross balance lunge. Hands off, hands down, step back, knee down, step your right foot back. Okay, so that's the end of that side. Second side. Left foot back, and lifting the low back a little bit, right arm up, lift your back leg. Inhale, exhale, elbow, knee, nose. Inhale, reach long, hand down. Exhale, left foot forward, right foot, cross balance lunge, hands off, hands down. Step back, left leg goes back, right arm up, elbow, knee, nose, all together. Open it back up, hand comes down. Left foot forward, right foot slides behind, cross balance lunge, hands off. Touch down, step back. Reach the left leg up and back, right arm back. Hug in, elbow, knee, nose. Open it up, hand down, left foot forward. Cross balance lunge, hands off. Hands down, step back. Reach that left leg back, right arm forward. Elbow, knee, nose, hug it in. Stretch long, right hand down. Left foot forward, cross balance lunge. We're going to do one more after this. Touch down. Step back, left foot back, right arm up. Elbow, knee, nose, hug it in. Reach long. Hand comes down. Left foot forward, cross balance lunge. Step back, and then step the knee down. Okay. So that's a little variation of our little routine we've done before. Hands down, lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Catch your breath. We're going to go into some arm work here. So we have two variations we're going to go into. First off, take your left leg up to the sky, reach it up, and then draw your knee in and cross it underneath. Again, it's like you're doing a cross balance lunge, just coming over to the right, and I'm going to drop my hip down, lift my hip up, slide that leg, and lift it up. And I could open my hips that way too, it's like I'm bending my left knee, reaching my left foot to the right, then square off the hips and twist to the right. And my foot comes across at a right angle, and then I'm sliding that foot up and back, and up behind me, and opening the hips the other way. So see, I'm twisting around the axis of the spine, the leg comes on. You could not touch the ground with the leg, you could hover the whole time if you want to make that much more challenging. Open the hips. And one more time, knee comes to chest,
cross that leg, it's at a right angle, legs are at a right angle, and then I'm sliding it back through, lift that left leg up to the sky, place your foot down. So this is good arm work right here. I've got my fingers spread wide, hands are outer shoulder distance apart, trying to weight into the fingertips and into the knuckles. The crease of my hands, the crease of my wrists are lined up with the front edge of my mat, okay? So my hands aren't turned in at all. That's important for the shoulders. And I have a little external rotation through my upper arms. Okay, second side. Take your right leg up behind you. Draw your knee into your chest. Cross over that right leg to the left. Drop your hip down. Lift it back up. Right leg comes up. Bend the knee, open the hips. Hips are opening to the right. And then square them off. Right knee into chest. Slide that leg across, dip the hip down. Lift the hips up. And take that right leg up, open the hips, and square off, right knee to chest. Cross that leg over to your left, legs are at a right angle. Lift the hips up, open to the right. Square off, knee into chest, cross that leg over, dip the hips down, lift up. Right leg up behind you, open, one more time. Square off, knee into chest, right leg off to the left. Lift up, and leg goes back, place that foot down. Come all the way down onto your knees, and come up. Shake out your wrists. If you don't do much wrist work, or if you do, I suppose, and you compress your wrists a lot, spread your hand up. Let's take the left hand, open the palm, face forward, take your right hand, face back, hold on to your wrist, open and close your hand a few times. Just getting that wrist joint lined back up. And then second side, right hand open, left palm faces the wrist. Hold your wrist, open and close your hands a few times. There's a little decompression for the wrist after having weight on it. Okay, so now we're on our knees and facing forward, facing the camera. Take your left leg out to your side. Left hand down the side of the thigh, right arm sweeps up. Okay, so here we have the side stretch. Now, the right hand sweeps forward, down to the mat, left arm up, left leg lifts. So we're just going to do that a few times, tipping like that. It's as if there's a little string attached from my left hand to my left foot, and they lift together. Right arm sweeps over the ear. Right hand down, left arm up, left leg up. Back and forth. Reaching just one more time like that. Lifting and back down. Okay, and then we'll switch sides. That's gonna become part of our next thing, but let's just do that much for now. Okay, right, so it's a little funky on the knee. You might want to double pad your knee. You can always roll your mat a second time there. Right hand down the thigh, left arm over the ear. Notice I come across the front of the body. It's a little nicer on the shoulder. Relaxing that lower shoulder. Nice full breath, open up the side body there. Find that line of the spine from tail through crown of head. Then, that arm sweeps across the front, right arm up to the sky, right leg. Down, across the front with that hand. So my top arm, my left arm, does not go into the back plane ever. Neither of my arms go into the back plane, but I think it's important for the shoulder. And then left hand down, right arm, right leg lift. Tap down, arm over ear. And one more time. Tap down, lift the leg and arm over ear, and we'll come back to center onto the knees. Okay, so from this position, we're gonna do that same thing, reaching left leg out, right hand down. This time, hand behind we'll take the arm up to the sky. There we go. Okay, lift your left leg. Now bend your left knee, heel into hip, turn your knee up to the sky, place your foot down, sit down on your right heel, left arm to your knee, open to your right. Okay, so we've done this one before, but we'll just go slow for the first one there. Then right hand down. Again, there's a little string from your left fingertips to your toes. They lift to the sky at the same time. Bend your knee, knee up to sky, foot down, open, twist. Okay, so 3 more times. Lifting, leg goes up, heel in, toe down, twist to your right. Hand down, left arm up, left leg up, knee bends, foot comes down. The biggest thing people get confused about here is where are you twisting? You're opening to your right side, right arm up. Hand down, arm up, leg up, and then knee in, and we're going to just come back onto both knees again, and you can rest your arms, okay? Second side, lean to your left, right leg off to the right, arm up to the sky, right arm up to the sky. Lift your right leg, bend your knee in, place your right foot down, sit onto your left heel, open to your left. Then left hand down, right arm, right leg, lift. And right foot down, open, and lift. There's twisting, again, around the axis of the spine. So much of this is just lateral work and rotation work that most of us don't get into our daily movement. So it's kind of diversifying our movement habits. Looking to your left. Hand down, right arm up, right leg up, lift. Bend your knee, place that foot down. Last one, open, come up, lift, and then this time, bend your knee, place your knee down, come back up onto the knees. Okay, and then come back through downward facing dog. Place your hands, lift your hips up and back. And back to a little bit of arm work. So from here, stretching out the legs for a moment, come onto your knees, come onto your forearms. We're going to start by holding a forearm plank for 30 seconds, where you have the option of twisting a little bit side to side, or just holding a straight plank, okay? So forearms down, inner shoulder distance apart, and your hands can do whatever. Here we go, 30 seconds, start. Lifting the legs, straight legs, hips are nice and low. And I could just do a little twist left hip, right hip if I wanted to. That kind of works my toe joints too, gives me something to do. It's a little bit different than holding the core the whole time, so they both have benefits, right? Holding still has its benefits for sure. Twisting has its benefits, your choice. It's always good to make sure things can move and breathe. And that's 30 seconds, come down. Okay, so from there, we're gonna do a little forearm, straight arm rotation routine. So if you recall, we have done this where we're on our forearms, and then we go straight arm, forearm, forearm. Remember that one? We're going to do it from more of a downward facing dog. So come onto your forearms, elbows down, elbows shoulder distance apart, or narrow shoulder distance apart. Tuck your toes, lift your hips so you're kind of a down dog, but on your forearms. From there, straighten one arm, straighten the other arm. Now, go right knee into armpit, and turn to your left, dip that hip down, back up, foot down, go right forearm down, left forearm down, left forearm up, right forearm up, left knee into left armpit, twist to your right, touch your left hip on the mat, lift it back up, and leg comes down. And then we go right forearm down, left forearm down, right forearm up, left forearm up. One more time. Right knee into armpit, twist to your right, tap that right hip down, back up, place your foot down. Go left forearm down, right forearm up, left forearm up. Last one on this side, left knee into your chest, turn to your right, tap your left hip down, come back up, step your left foot back, and one more time with the forearms, right forearm down, left forearm down, left forearm up, right forearm up, walk your feet forward to your hands, let your wrists be free. If you want, turn your palms face up, and your fingertips back, and you kind of stretch out your wrists that way, and come back up. Okay, so that's actually the beginning of another routine we haven't done yet, but maybe we'll build up on that one next week. Okay, so little lunge time. So when we're on our back doing lunges, that's how we do standing lunges, and we will come to the front of your mat, step your left foot back, nice long lunge. Okay, sit back so that your back knee is actually bent, and you're looking to have your torso more or less over that back knee. It means your front knee is over the ankle. And we're just gonna go straight down, that tapping that we've been doing, and straight back up, and straight down, and straight back up. From there, we're gonna launch forward, like we've been doing in the other classes, to balance on that right leg, balance, draw your left leg through and up, knee comes up, reach it back, relax your neck and shoulders, step back, pivot to face open, toes are open, heels open, sit your hips really low. In fact, sit so low you could touch the floor. Okay, so sit that low, and then go left, right. Keep your hips that low, left, notice my knee is straightening, then my other knee is straightening. Okay, so straighten one knee at a time, that low. Now, as you go to that right knee, pivot back over that right leg. Stay low in your lunge, hands off the mat, push into that right foot, lift off. Here we are again. Left knee comes through, knee comes up, reach it back, step back into your low lunge, come back up with the torso, and here we are, tapping that back knee down for 1, back up, 2, back up, lean it forward, torso forward, lift up to balance on your right leg, left leg sweeps through to the front, knee comes up, leg reach back, left leg stepping back. Now land that foot, pivot, and one more time here in our low squat. So again, you could even touch the floor and go left. My right leg is straightening. Right, left leg is straightening. Left, right. One more time. Left, and as I go to the right, I square off my hips. Okay, I'm in my lunge. I've got my weight on that right leg. I'm just going to step my left leg to the front of the mat. Low lunge, or squat I should say, and come up. Okay? So that's good hip opener there on that right side. And now we'll do the left side. I'm going to turn to face this way on my mat so that I'll be facing you the whole time. All right, so here we go. Right leg steps back. My back, knee and back toes are pointing straight forward. So my knee is down toward the floor. Okay, and my torso is over that back knee. And I tap it down once. Just a light tap if you can, twice. And back up. Lean your torso forward. Launch, lifting that back leg up. And then sweep it through. Standing on my left leg, right knee comes up. And sweep it back. All the way back. Landing low. Pivot. Nice and low. Torso low. Sit bones are really wide behind me. And I go right, left, right. My left leg straightens. My right leg straightens. Try to sit as low as you can. Send those sit bones way back behind you. Right. And now to the left. Turn your left toes forward. You're back in the low lunge. My hands are up. I'm leaning on my left leg. Lift up. Right leg up to the sky, or up behind you. And then right knee forward. Up, 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 up. Lean it back. Reach it back. Low lunge. And here I go. Tapping that back knee down. 1, 2. And lean forward. Lifting off. Back leg swings through. Knee up. Reach it back. Land. Pivot to your right, so you're facing the long edge of your mat. Lower the hips, and we go to the right, left. Keep your sit bones really low. Toes are turned out a little bit. This nice low action, those inner thighs. And then one more time to the left. Pivot your feet. Stay nice and low over that left leg. And step your right foot forward. And come up to stand. Okay. So there we go. And with our low lunge, we're We're gonna do one more little sequence for the side body. So it goes like this. Step your left foot back, pivot your back heel down. Bring your right forearm to your right knee. So I'm facing sideways, I'm facing the long edge of my mat, left hand on my hip. Now, I'm gonna come up from here, pushing that leg straight and reverse. So my arms reach kind of like what we did on our knees, except now we're on our feet. So now I'm gonna bend that standing leg, and left arm comes over the ear and up. Okay, so that's part one of this. Bending the standing leg, arm over the ear, and back up, okay? So you got that part nice and easy. The arms are not quite a windmill. It's a little of a funny action in the arms, but you get the point. Elbow to knee. Okay, now from here, face down, square off the hips, fingertips down. Try to straighten your front leg. You may not be able to, and that's totally fine. Try to straighten it, then bend it. Pivot your back heel down, come up, reverse. So front leg straight. Now front leg bends, elbow to knee, side angle, right there. Pivot to face down, back knee down, touch down. Try to straighten that front leg. And then bend it. Pivot your back heel down. Sweep your arms all the way up. Now straighten your right leg, and we're reaching over. Okay, now bending the front knee, forearm to thigh, left arm over the ear. Face down, back heel lifts, fingertips down. Straighten the front leg. One more time, just so you just got the hang of it. Bend your front knee, pivot your back heel down, sweep your arms all the way up, then straighten that front leg, reaching back, big side body opener. Bend the front knee, elbow to knee, left arm over ear. Then face square off to the front of the mat, back heel lifts, straighten your right leg, maybe, bend your right leg, step your left foot to your right, both heels, and come up to stand. Okay, and then so that's like a nice big hip opener, hamstring opener. Second side, I'm gonna face the other way. Standing on your left leg, step your right foot back. Pivot that back heel down, so the back toes are not pointed back behind me. They're either pointed to the long edge of my mat or slightly forward. Bend your front knee, bring your forearm to your thigh. Make sure that the distance between your feet is such that your front knee is over your ankle, not over your toes. So if your front knee is beyond your ankle, you need to take a longer stance. Wiggle that back foot back. Sweep that top arm over the ear. Okay, so that's just simple side angle pose in yoga parlance, and then we straighten the front leg, come up, left arm reaches long. So we'll do that a few times. Elbow to knee, right arm over the ear. And just like when we were doing it on our knees, that right arm stays in the front plane. It's crossing across my front body each time. So I'm not taking it back behind me. I'm not doing this, okay? I'm not lifting up here. I'm just swinging it back and across the front body. And one more time. So you get that action nice and easy through the arms. Okay, then reaching. Now, pivot, square off the hips to the front of your mat. Back heels lifted, fingertips down. As best you can, straighten the front leg. That's going to look different for everybody, right? That may not happen at all. That's okay. And then bend that knee. Pivot your back heel down. Swing your arms up, straighten the leg as you go. Then bend that front knee, elbow to knee, right arm comes across along your ear. Pivot to face down. So you work those toes a little bit. Fingertips are down. Straighten the left leg. Bend the left leg. Pivot your right heel back down. This is good footwork. Come up through the arms, then the leg. And my left arm is reaching over. That's it. Bend your front knee, elbow to knee. Right arm goes across the body along with the ear. Pivot to face the torso down, left heel lifts, left knee faces the floor. Straighten your left leg. Attempt. Bend your left leg. Pivot the back heel, the right heel back down. Swing your arms up, then the left leg straightens. Left knee bends, right forearm to knee. Arm comes across, reach. One more time, turn to face down. Back heel lifts, straighten that front leg. bend that front knee, pivot your back heel down, and actually, sorry, we'll just keep that back heel lifted, and now we will step forward, right foot to right heel, push into both feet, come on up. Okay, so we usually end this class with 30 seconds of cardiovascular work, so we'll do that, getting our heart rate up. 1 or 2 high intensity intervals is all we ever really do in this class, because really, like in your day in, day out workout, a couple high intensity intervals, maybe 3 or 4, a few times a week, does wonders for your heart rate variability and resilience, your heart resilience. So here we go, 30 seconds. We're gonna do this one really simple, where we touch down, so I'm touching the ground nice, get my hips nice and low, and then jumping up, okay? And I'm trying to get up off my toes. If I can't jump, then I just lift my heels, right? So I get that full length to get the heart rate up. We're gonna do that one for 30 seconds. Ready, and go. Touch down, and up. Nice big reach. And 30 seconds is long enough for most of us to really thoroughly get our heart rate up. I don't usually do the whole 30 seconds with you in class because I can't keep talking when I do the full intensity of it. So any jumping action is a great way to get your heart rate up. And just like I said, 3 or 4 times, 30 seconds, maybe 3 days a week. And it's excellent for your immune system. It's just enough to get things going, but not long enough, good, and enough, but not long enough to create stress. Okay, and then we're gonna come all the way down. We're gonna do one more heart rate, but come onto your hands and knees. In fact, you sit back on your heels for a moment. Catch your breath. So the whole point is to let the heart come back down. In fact, let it come back down quite suddenly, so there's no like cool down. We're letting the heart handle that big volume of blood you just created. And little by little, that makes the heart stronger, okay? I know I said this 100 times, but it's like, if you're a long, slow endurance runner like me, you have to do high intensity intervals every once in a while, like a couple days a week, because this good, long, slow endurance is not so great, by the way. I love it, but it's not like your best fitness plan for your heart. So you need to throw in some high intensity intervals to keep your heart resilient and strong. Okay, here we go. Our next one is just grasshoppers. So it's like mountain climbers, if you know mountain climbers, so we're up here in our kind of down dog type thing, maybe a low plank if you want, but mountain climbers is knee to same armpit, grasshoppers is just shin to opposite forearm. Okay, so 30 seconds of that. See how fast you can go, see if you can get your heart rate up. Ready? And start. Okay, so shins across to forearms. Just keep going. It's like a little Irish jig, but you're down on your hands. Keep going. And we're trying to go as fast as we can. I also like to try to work on my hip mobility, getting my shins up to actually touch my forearms. That's 20 seconds. Keep going. Trying to get our heart rate as high as we can. Ideally, you shouldn't be able to talk like I can right now. I'm kind of keeping it easy so I can keep teaching. And that's 30. Okay. Toes together. Sit your hips back. Yes, ideally you're totally out of breath. Sit your hips all the way back, and then go ahead and take your head down toward the mat. If you can't quite rest your head there, you can always make little potatoes with your hands, your fists, and put your head on your fists. So we're getting the head either slightly below the heart or level with the heart. Really making the heart work there as you rest and it's coming back to equilibrium. You should be able to feel a nice strong heart muscle. Never be afraid to breathe hard, get your heart rate up, but at the same time, like I was saying in the beginning of class, then you need some rest time, some integration time. So the worst thing that our exercise culture has done to us is sort of created this more is always better. And it's just not. We absolutely need to recover and rebuild to be more resilient and stronger and faster and fitter for our own well-being. Stronger, faster, fitter is a lot different than what we actually picture it as, right? What that really means is calm, able to renew and restore and recover well. Okay, and then we'll go downward facing dog one more time. Lift your hips up and back, lean it back, lengthen through the sides of your waist. Nice big full breath there. And then walking your feet and hands together, standing forward bend. But really take a moment to think about what are you striving to get out of any kind of fitness exercise program. And ideally, it's like feeling better, right? Feeling better today. Feeling better in your body, happier mood, more ease, more mobility, more confidence perhaps in your ability to balance and get it through your day without hurting yourself. Bend your knees, bring your elbows to your knees. Look up. So now your head is above your heart. Push into your feet, come up to stand. Okay, nice big inhale. Fill the back body with breath. And exhale. Hands to your sides. Okay. So creative core, that was definitely more creative.